Yes, so today we're doing, if you can read, it says JAXA. I hope I wrote JAXA. Anyway, JAXA, Spaceman, or the JAXA, which is the Japan, maybe Japanese, Exploration Agency. I don't know what the other A is for, but there we are. Right, I'm not going to look it up because my computer will start making noises like it did last time. What can we say about the JAXA? Well, so last time I spoke about the ISRO, our friends the Indians, and I started really with their special piece of equipment. So the JAXA have two special pieces of equipment, not just one but two, both 2 credits, both mass 0. So they're both standard issues, they're both common for JAXA. So I'm going to start with the composite visor, which is kind of my favourite. Okay. So during deployment, a JAXA commander or specialist model may equip this item for free. Oh, cheap. Only one JAXA standard issue item may be equipped per model at a time. That means you can't take this and that. This also means that for your specialists and your commander, it's free, but for your generalist, you're going to have to pay 2 credits. So again, your minimum wage workers, they're going to have to put their hands in their pockets for some good stuff. Composite visor. A unit equipped with this composite material visor may reduce any hazard dice damage rolled by 1 to a minimum of 1. Simply means that if someone rolls a hazard dice and they get the 2 stripes, which is kind of like rolling a 6, it just counts as 1 damage. If they roll 1 damage, it's still 1 damage. Is it good? Is it great? I think it is. For free, it's really good. Because when someone gets the 2 rips in your suits, you're like, oh man, really? How dare you roll that? So yeah, this is really good. Okay, next one is the Black Site Studios. I know you hate me. You hate that I can't pronounce half these words you do, but I'm doing my best, okay? A dynamic CO2, not cost as I thought it was first, CO2 scrubbers. Again, mass 0, 2 credits. JAXA standard issue item. Basically exactly the same text as the composite visor. If you're a commander or a specialist, you get it for free. If you're a minimum wage worker, you gotta pay. Risk assessment. During the recovery phase, a unit equipped with this item may make 1 additional recovery roll per exerted token that the model may have. What does that mean? Well, it's a bit of a mind messer there. So basically, it's kind of one of those you have to play to understand. Oh my god, how do I even put this into words? So, if you've got some exerted tokens on the model, you may make some additional rolls on the recovery. Okay? That's basically it. Is it good? Is it bad? It's good if you exert yourself a lot. I'm quite a candid player of this, so I don't tend to go for exertion personally. About a year or so ago in the UK, my opponent there, he constantly exerted, so he'd love this. But I'm a bit. I don't like to exert. I don't do it in real life. I don't do it in the game. I barely enjoy walking upstairs. Well, I don't enjoy. There's no barely about it. I just don't enjoy walking upstairs. Full stop. They're horrible things. Who invented stairs? They should have started with us. Why are there even hills? Hills. I hate. I want to live on the moon where there's no gravity, or at least very little. And walking up hills is really easy in theory, especially if they give me a scooter. Right. So let's start with the astronauts. The commander. Okay. Daily preparedness drills. Bit of a mouthful that. Again, thank you very much, Blacksite Studios. So, friendly units within 4 inches get a +2 bonus to their grapple challenge rolls. The bonus may be applied to the commander challenge rolls. So, it's not like, it doesn't say once per turn. So basically, anybody, including the commander, who is in 4 inches that is friendly, and obviously the commander's going to be friendly with himself, unless he's got my brain, is going to get a +2 on their grapple rolls. They love to grapple. So, I'm not sure it's a Randy Savage kind of grapple, more of a Kung Fu grapple maybe. Is Kung Fu Japanese? We'll go for that. Okay. Next one is going to be the JAXA Astronaut Tech Specialist. I'm going to go through their stats in a minute just because it's quite interesting. Not mega interesting, you know. You're not going to lose any sleep over it. Swordfish. What a weird name for a skill this is. If the unit grapples and wins against an enemy unmanned rover, make a competency check. Now, I'm going to start here. The chance of you getting into a grapple with an enemy unmanned rover is quite light, but it quite amuses me because I'm imagining it as this guy taking on a robot, as in like a big mecha, like Godzilla style, which amuses me a little bit, but then I'm quite sad. I should get out more, and I've got no friends here, and I need a drink. On a success, this unit may hack the rover instead of making a normal follow-up attack. Ooh! The hacked rover immediately takes 2 actions declared by the JAXA player. On a failed combat check, continue with the follow-up attacks as normal. There you are. I would have preferred it if he failed, that nothing happens and he has a midlife crisis or something like that. But who knows? So, if you watched the Indian one yesterday, where kind of it's little trade-offs. It's like, oh, do I? Ah, yeah, and they're really entertaining that guy. The JAXA are a bit more like, yeah, efficiency. Boosh. Now we're going to go for their stats. Now, this is movement 2. But, skill level 2. I'm going to say skill level 2 because I can't say the word competency. Competent. I'm just not competent. Right, so as you say competent. Right, this one here is resilience, which is armour effectively, and that's 4. 3, 2, 4. So you can see that the commander has got more move and they've both got 4 actions, which is pretty good. So very fast compared to say like the Indians we did the other day who were oxygen 3. These are oxygen 4. So you normally start with 12 for a campaign. So you're going to get 3 JAXA effectively in your force. So you're not going to have 4 models on the table, you're going to have 3. So you're going to have to be a bit more clever with your choice here. The next one is the JAXA Astronaut Mission Specialist. Now, there's a few things about this one. So, I hate this word, specialised specialist. Oh my god, my brain. During deployment, this unit may add 1 point either their mobility, that word, competency, or resilience value. Brilliant. So, as we said before, you can pop this one up. You can pop that one up. Or you can pop that one up. That goes up to 6. Are you insane? Now I was looking at this, and the JAXA and the Indian one both have the same stat line, apart from this dude has 4 oxygen and the Indian one has 3 oxygen. And they're both pretty much the same, kind of. I'm wondering if this Armour 5 is an error. So I've asked a question on the forum, and I'm going to find out, and if I do, I'll just do a video at some point. And they'll probably do, if they go, oh my god, we've done the cards wrong, they'll do an errata maybe. But anyway, moving on. As the card stands, pretty damn good. Also, it could be Armour 5, because look at this. This is a beefy boy. Look at his mass. He's like a sumo wrestler. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's a sumo wrestler. Who knows? Right, the JAXA Generalist. Movement free. No skill. He's a minimum wage worker. And 4 armour. But 4 actions. Pretty good. But he won't be getting the freebies. He won't be getting the free helmet or the free oxygen scrubber. CO2 scrubber, sorry. Okay, so on to the next 2. So we got the medical specialist. Now, this one's quite tasty, I think. But again, he suffers from the movement too. 2 skill, 4 armour, 4 actions. Wunderbar. So, advanced medicine. When using a resin patch or other item that can recover suit integrity points, make a competency check. On a success, recover an additional suit integrity point. On a failure, use the patch or other item as normal. So there you are. That's pretty good. So now we go to the combat specialist, and now this is an interesting one. So you got the combat specialist, which is only armor 4 but a movement of 3, whilst the mission specialist is kind of the same stats. Yeah, it's the same stats, which is interesting. I was wondering, so this is why I'm questioning the specialist, because if this dude had armor 5, that would make sense, because he goes up to 10 mass, starting at mass 5. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Could be an error, could be as it's meant to be, which if it is, that's absolutely fine. There's no problems at all. It's all groovy. But anyway, cool, calm and collected. Now this might be why he hasn't got the extra armor. When firing a ranged weapon, if a natural 6 is rolled on the unit's competency check, this unit automatically takes a free steady aim action after firing. Now that's quite significant, because you can literally just stand there, and if you roll a 6, you get you get another shot afterwards straight away without having to spend any oxygen trying to steady your weapon. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So the question is, how would I use them and how would I take them? Right, well, I got a bit of a weird thing. If something's free for one person, I don't want to pay for it for another. I'm a bit stingy like that. So I would probably go for the visors, just to give myself a bit more survivability, because I have been taken out a few times by the double. I got the yawns again. This is what happens, you see. This is what happens when you have a hard day and then start doing this afterwards. Right. So, what would I do for a group? Well, as we always say, you've got to take your commander. So we're going to give them the helmet, just to make them a bit more survivable. And we've got to take a generalist because we've got no choice. Okay, simples. So now we do know that we've got a +2 on grapple here. So we want to be pretty good with grappling, so I would choose a weapon that suits grappling. Now, as it stands currently, without any erratas or anything, This dude here has got the speed. He's got the ability to adjust what he can do. So as in you can make him faster, heavily armoured, or more skilled. So he's going to be a lot more versatile because you get to choose at the beginning of each game in deployment. I would take him. I really would. So it'd be like him, him, and him. Weapon wise, again, I said I was going to do a video at some point on the weapons, and I will. But that would be my choice. Is literally a commander, a mission specialist, and a generalist. Reason being is that the tech specialist is quite good, but he's a bit slow. And his skill's only going to be useful if you know your opponent's going to be taking a unmanned drone, effectively. The medical specialist, really good. Can't complain about him. He could be another option to take, but I think just his survivability compared to your specialized specialist, your general, what do they call him? The mission specialist is it's not quite there. I don't think. It's also speed 2, which is going to hold you back because you really, in the first few games, you want everyone to sort of like do their values worth. The combat specialist, really good, but then how often do you wear 6? In my case, very rare. And also armor 4. If you had armor 5, I would be tempted. But the thing is, you've got here skill level 1, and with the mission specialist, you got skill level 1, and you could effectively take it to 2 at the beginning of the game, which means you're suddenly a better shot. And I think that's better than hoping you're going to roll a 6. I think it's a bit more dependable. So yeah, literally is commander, mission specialist, and a generalist, and that would be your force. Should we look at the models like we normally do at the end? Yeah, let's look at the toys. I've not got them ready this time. I had them ready last time. Bear with me. Would you like me to sing a song? This is any song that anyone would like. Please let me know in the comments below. I'm not very good at karaoke, but I'll give it a go. Right. Sorry. Let's get these out. Okay. Now we're going to talk about these. I absolutely love this suit design. I think it's great. I don't know what it is. There's something quite funny about it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, really cool. Oh, that's an ESA. So, maybe he's your mission specialist. Now, I always use a pistol for my commander, just because that's the way I am. So that would be my commander probably. And the generalist, I always like, if I can, to give a generalist a stone, just because I think it's quite funny that a guy running around to try and hit people on the head with a rock, kind of Planet of the Apes. Yeah, awesome. Tell you what, we're doing space models on a black map. Probably not the best idea, but there we are. Let's get a bit closer. Ooh, look at that. Put a little Japanese flag on them. And as before I've said, I paint mine by what is on the cards. Basically, I use the cards as a basis for my paint scheme. So yeah, but that's them. So literally is for a campaign starter. Your force is really going to be probably these guys here. That'll be my campaign start. 3 guys. So not the most numerous, but yeah, I think that would be pretty good. You probably won't end up taking this mining drill, unfortunately. Probably not enough points left, but yeah, pretty good. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. You know what to do. Please hit subscribe. Come on, hit subscribe, please. I'd like some subscribers. I don't know why. Just everyone goes, how many subscribers you got? I go, 5. And they go, oh, you need more than that. I go, yeah, I've got 100 more than 5. I've got 105. Yeah. But yeah, maybe a like, maybe a dislike. I don't know. Does a dislike make any difference? A like, a dislike, it's all good. It all helps the algorithm, which is evil and doesn't like people like me that aren't sponsored by big companies like Games Workshop and Michelin tires. This advert has been brought to you by beer. No beer in particular, just all beer. All beer is good. Look, another beer. How about this beer? Oh, I think I drink a lot of beer. Well, I'm starting to think I've got a problem. Another beer. Right, those are my 4 beers of choice after a day of work. So, have fun, enjoy, get your models painted, and enjoy some games of LUNAR. Probably one of the best skirmish games going, I'd say. Then who am I to say? Ciao for now. That sounded really bad. Ciao for now. That's better.